Okay, Assalamu alaikum and good evening, students. Today we are going to conduct the revision days, and my area today is tax planning. It's a very important area, and it's about many things, and it's about the revision of many topics. But before we move on, let me tell you, just for your motivation, that in this attempt, that is March 2022, our students scored 12 positions. 12 position, 10 is on the picture and the 2 I have written on the side, right? And out of these 12 positions, 9 positions from my students, 3 SBR positions, 3 F6 TX position, 1 F7 position from Uganda, 1 world top in FA2, and 1 F3 Pakistan top, right? So these are the positions, and when I always say, when these students can do, why not you? Why not you? And I'm sure one of you or many of you will score good scores and maybe inshallah distinction, right? Okay. And these days are very important, very important. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Even I would recommend not to watch too many classes now. It's time to do question practice, read your summaries, read exam report, solve mock, right? Now moving onwards, our today's areas is about tax planning. The today's areas is about tax planning, and tax planning, it's a 10 marks area of last 40 marks. It's a 10 marks area of last 40 marks. In my previous sessions, repeatedly I have said this, that there is a global report by ACCA UK, and they guided all teachers to focus on last 40 marks for all papers of applied skills module, like F6, F7, F5. So normally students fail because of the lacking of last 40 marks. So, and this area which we are going to discuss right now, it's also related to last 40 marks. It comes under the heading of 10 marks almost. And one more thing, after the class, soon we'll make the WhatsApp group, and our admin will send you the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. All of you please join that WhatsApp group. So it would be beneficial for you guys to connect and to discuss, and I will also send a lot of stuff in the WhatsApp group. So for this area, specifically tax planning area, examiner has also written a very good, very interesting article for advanced skills. Advanced skill, name of that article is, I think, advanced skills. So because this area, the area which we are going to discuss, this is also linked to the advanced paper of taxation ATX, that is P6 paper, but not its complete P6, but some of these things are connected with P6 as well. So examiner has specifically written an article for you guys, and I would recommend you, after doing this class, after completing this class, do read that article 2 or 3 times. It will be very beneficial, right? Okay, now let's start. But one thing, please keep in mind that we are on revision days, so you must know some basic things about tax, because it's the last month, even last 20 days now. So you must have some knowledge of taxation, right? Now, see the heading, and don't worry about these slides. These slides will be given to you after the class. I'll send you these slides, so don't worry about it. Just relax and listen things properly. I won't run fast. I'll try to go slow. Okay. Now, let us say you are a sole trader, individual, human individual sole trader, and you are running your business. So definitely you are a sole trader, human being, and you are running a business. So your income will be treated as trading income. See, your income will be treated as trading income. So now you have to pay these 3 things. See the screen. You have to pay these 3 things, 1, 2, and 3. First of all, on this trading income, you need to pay income tax, and this trading income is non-saving income. Okay. And also, if you are individual human being and you are earning trading income, so you have to pay these 2 NICs as well. One is class 2 NIC and the other one is class 4 NIC, right? So I repeat, let us say in UK, you are a businessman, you are a sole trader businessman, and you are running your business as a sole trader. So this income will be a trading income. And on trading income, you have to pay number one, income tax. Number two, class 2 NIC and class 4 NIC. These three things you have to pay. Okay. Now, right now we are here for doing tax planning. So you just think about this issue, how to reduce your tax. So suddenly something popped up in your mind, one idea that why don't we run this business as a limited company? So now you can do it. You can start a limited company, and now this whole income will be treated as limited company's income. So listen to me, when you formulate your business, when you report your business as a limited company, so now on limited company, you just have to pay 19% corporation tax. Remember, setting up a company and run business with the company name. Okay, so now this is the company's income. Okay, now with company, corporation tax rate is 19%. Now with company's corporation tax rate is 19%. Now compare it. Previously, you were doing business with your own name. Previously, you were doing business with your own name, So your income was trading income, and as an individual, trading income is a non-saving income, and on non-saving income, the tax rate is 20%, 40%, and 45% according to the bands. Okay. But now, as you are running the business, with the name of company, so the tax rate is only 19%. So it's beneficial. Till now, it's beneficial, right? So if you run the business as a company, corporation tax rate is only 19%. But if you do it as an individual, then this income will be treated as non-saving income, and on non-saving income, the tax rate is 20, 40, and 45. Okay. Now, one special thing, I'm sure you all have studied NICs. In today's class, I will touch NIC a lot. NIC. Now, if you run your business as a company, you don't need to pay class 2 and class 4 NIC. I'm sure you remember, because company is not a human being. Company is not a human being. That's why company, as company is not a human being, so company won't get old. Okay. So there is no need to pay class 2 or class 4 NIC for company. Never ever calculate class 2 and class 4 NIC for company, class 2 and class 4 NIC for company, right? So this is the second game. Take your time and relax. Now next, let us say you have made the company. The company has been formulated. Now, as an individual, you need to pull out funds. As an individual, you need to take out funds from that company. As an individual, you need to take out funds from that company. So now you have two options. The first option, be a director of company and withdraw amounts in the form of salary. Listen, now you become the director. Look at the screen. You become the director of that company and withdraw those funds in the form of salary. You know, directors are also employees. Directors are also employees of the company. So now what will happen? Listen. Be a director of company and withdraw amounts in the form of salary. Now let's start first with the aspect of companies. When you are the director of the company, that means you are the employee of that company. You are the employee of the company, right? Now, listen, whenever company pays salary to employees, it's a total allowed expense. It's a total allowed expense to company. So this salary will be an allowed expense. This salary will be allowed expense for company's point of view in the corporation tax computation. Number two, you know, when company hires employees, company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. Company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. So now company has to pay class 1 employer NIC for you. But yes, one more thing, this class 1 employer NIC is also an allowed expense for company. So now two things for companies, my dear student, my dear students, two things for companies. Number one, company will give salary to this director, this guy. So this salary is an allowed expense for company, yes. And now company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. Company has to pay class 1 employer NIC for this employee. And yes, this class 1 employer NIC is also an allowed expense. Hope you remember. Class 1 employer NIC is the burden of class 1 employer NIC is borne by employer. And yes, it is an allowed expense from trading income P&L of employer. Hope you remember. Now come to you. Now you as a director is an employee. That's why your income is employment income. Now, whatever salary you are receiving from the company as a director, that is employment income for you. And you all know, for individual, employment income is a non-saving income. For individuals, employment income is a non-saving income. So now as an employee, you have to pay income tax. As an employee, you have to pay income tax. Income tax on employment income plus class 1 employee NIC. I hope you remember. Whenever you are employee and you are receiving cash salary, so not only you have to pay income tax, but also you have to pay class 1 employee NIC, right? And don't forget, employment income is also a non-saving income. Now, one more thing. As now the company is your employer and you are employee, so company has to follow rules by government. Now company must pay as you earn to government on your behalf, right? So this is the first technique. See students, please see the screen. First technique with the black marker. Read it slowly and think over it. Let us say you form the company, and now you are running business in the form of company. So once again, you need to extract your funds. You need to extract cash from the company. So the first method of extracting cash from the company is that you declared yourself as an employee. So these will be the implications. Please read it again, and don't just read it, but please think over it. Okay, my dear students, next. The second planning. Now, the second option is no need to be the director, as you are the owner of this company. You just form the company. So 100% shares, 100% shares owned by you, 100% shares of this company owned by you. So you just be a shareholder. You just be a shareholder of that company, and shareholder can extract funds in the form of dividends, ordinary dividends. Yes, shareholders can extract funds in the form of ordinary dividends. Now we have to read the next paragraph. Now, be a shareholder of company and withdraw dividends. Now these dividends not an allowed expense for company. Be very careful. Dividends are not an allowed expense at all. Dividends are not an allowed expense at all, because they are being given to the owners, right? So ordinary dividends are not allowed expense, plus one extra thing which I have not written here. And that is ordinary dividends are distributed from profit after tax. Okay, profit after tax. First you have to pay corporation tax, and the remaining funds you distribute. Ordinary dividends are distributed from profit after tax. This is the accounting terminology. I hope you remember. Okay, now as you are giving ordinary dividends, so for ordinary dividend there is no class 1 employer NIC, there is no class 1 employee NIC, right? But again, these ordinary dividends are not an allowed expense for the company. Now come to the individual side. as an individual, this dividend income, this dividends, what you have, the dividends which you just received is a taxable income. Yes. And for dividend income, you need to pay this tax: 7.5, 32.5, and 38.1. 7.5, 32.5, and 38.1%. 7.5, 32.5, and 38.1%. 38.1%. Okay, right? Plus, we all know you will get the NRB. You will get the NRB. As an individual, no need to pay class 1 employee NIC, because on dividend income, there is no NIC. On dividend income, there is no NIC. Now read it carefully and think over it. No need to run fast. Go slow. Point 2, somebody's asking for repetition. Okay, sure. Now we are the shareholders. See, as we form the company, so we have 100% shares. So yes, we are the shareholder of the company as well. So we can take out funds in the form of dividends, right? So when you take out funds in the form of ordinary dividends, so for companies, dividends are never allowed expense, not allowed expense. Okay, we have not studied such thing in our course. Dividend not an allowed expense. Plus, for company now company need not to pay class 1 employer NIC, as there is nothing about employment income. And as an individual, now you are receiving the dividends. So yes, dividend income is a taxable income. You need to pay dividend tax on dividend income on the rate 7.5%, 32.5, and 38.1 according to the bands. You better know. According to the bands, you better know, right? Now, as a student, one thing may come in your mind. Then that's a genuine question, sir. Now, which package is beneficial? Shall we take out, listen to me, shall we take out funds? Shall we take out funds from company in the form of dividends or in the form of employment income? That's the question. That's what we have to work on it. Now in the exam, you need to work on it. You need to work on different packages. And whatever package will cost you less, you'll go for it. That's it. It's very simple. Whatever package will cost you less, you'll go for it. Okay. And it's not abnormal, but yes, as usual, I always say about this text paper, it's all about memory. So you must have a sharp memory. You may need to shift your minds. You may need to shift your mind. Okay, right? And this topic is basically a revision of complete course. It's a revision of many things, right? Companies, individuals, employment income, a slide of trading income, a little bit of pensions. Okay, so it's like a mixed plate. So with your permission, I'm moving to the first question. We'll discuss 3 past papers today. We will discuss 3 past papers related to this, and we'll go slow, right? Now the first question is Alimark Limited. I think this question is not in your kit. Yes, but it's a past paper. I extracted this from the old kit and I updated it. Okay, so it's totally relevant because it's a past paper. Now you should assume that today's date is 15th of March 2021. Okay, now you are a trainee chartered accountant. Dealing with the tax affairs of Gamila, who is the managing director of and currently 100%, please open your eyes, shareholder of Alimark Limited. Okay, so Alimark Limited is owned by Gamila, whatever, right? Okay, 100% shareholder as well as the managing director. For the year ended 5th April 22. Now the good news is your accounting period and fiscal year is already aligned. For the year ended 5th April 22. So when the accounting period and fiscal year is aligned, so you don't need to do any basis period calculation. When the accounting period and fiscal year is aligned, you don't need to do any basis period calculation. I hope you remember, right? Now, Alimark Limited's taxable total profits before taking account of directors, before, see the word before, taking account of directors' remuneration are forecast to be 180,000. This will be the profit of this company before deducting directors' remuneration. Now, original basis of profit extraction. Listen, now the good news is they have already solved you one package. They have given you one ready-made solved package. And now in this question, they will give you more packages and you have to work on those packages. And then finally, listen to me, then finally you will be comparing the packages, this package with the new package. And if you are getting less taxes, then you will go for them, right? Okay, let's do it. Now, this is the first package which is already solved by examiner. Gamila originally intended to withdraw 125,000 of the profits as directors in remuneration, means salary. Okay. And you have calculated that this approach would result in the following tax liabilities and national insurance contribution. Now, these are ready-made things. You don't need to verify it. Okay. These are ready-made. Now, listen, now this is company which is Alimark Limited, and this lady is employee. Director means employee. Gamila is employee. So now, just first of all, go for the company. Obviously, company is paying salary, so it's an allowed expense, but still company has more profits. So company has to pay corporation tax. So this is the corporation tax paid by company, 7339. This is the class 1 employer NIC paid by company. Definitely, as Gamila is the employee, so as Gamila is the employee, so company is the employer. So now company has to pay class 1 employer NIC, and this is ready-made given, no need to verify it. Okay. Now, as an individual, now Gamila is receiving the salary. So for this salary is the employment income for Gamila. So for employment income, you have to pay income tax. So this is the income tax, and this is the class 1 employee NIC, and this is the sum of all, 72422. So right now the cost to Gamila, because this is the Gamila, listen, the company is also owned by Gamila. So all these numbers are relevant for Gamila. All these numbers are, because ultimately at the end of the this lady is the owner of this company. So all these taxes, whether it is paid by company or Gamila itself, ultimately the cost is to be borne by Gamila, right? Because this was Gamila's planning. To make this company, right? So this is the existing package you have seen. Just take 1 minute to read it. No need to rush. Now the next thing, revised basis of profit extraction. Now this is the starting of this question. In reality, now we are starting this question. Okay, don't sleep. Please don't sleep. After a meeting with Gamila, a more beneficial approach to withdrawing 125,000 of profits from Alimark Limited has been agreed for the tax year 21-22. Okay. Now, Gamila will withdraw gross direct remuneration of 25,000. Under this new package, only 25,000 she will withdraw. Only 25,000 she will withdraw. Right? Okay. One student is saying there is some mistake in this total. Don't worry about it. Just assume this 72422. Just take it as it is, 72422. Don't think about it. Okay, this number is okay, because you know this is the old past paper and I amended it. Don't worry about it. Now, under the new package, now Gamila will only receive 25,000 salary. Open your eyes, salary. That means the employment income of Gamila is only 25,000 now. Gamila's husband, Magnus, will become 25% shareholder in Alimag. Alimag Limited will then pay a dividend of 75,000 to Gamila and 25,000 to Magnus. Now, neither Gamila nor Magnus will have any other income in the tax year 21-22. 21-22, this is the new package. Just only make up your mind. Don't rush. Make up your mind. Now for the company, dear students, the allowed expense is the salary. 25,000 salary is the allowed expense. 25,000 salary is the allowed expense. And one more thing, class 1 employer NIC. One more thing, class 1 employer NIC. Class 1 employer NIC is also an allowed expense for the company. Okay. And for the individual, there are two individuals involved. There are two individuals involved now. Husband and wife. For wife, there are two incomes. For wife, there is one income which is salary. For wife, there is one income which is salary, which is employment income, 25,000. And for wife, there is one more income which is 75,000 ordinary dividends. 75,000 ordinary dividends. But for husband, there is only one income which is ordinary dividend income, right? Okay. So make your plan in your mind. Make a plan in your mind and then start. I'm giving you one 2 minutes target. Calculate the tax for Gamila. Calculate the income tax for Gamila. Start. Calculate the income tax for Gamila. Gamila is receiving 25,000 salary. Yes. And 75,000 ordinary dividend. Come on, calculate the tax. Income tax. Calculate the income tax. Okay. Few students have started solving it. One question from a student. When Jamila is the owner, yes, shareholder can also be the director. Now she has two roles. Directors also keep shares. Directors also keep shares in real life. So that means there are two roles of the director. One is owner and the other is employee. It is possible. It is possible for companies. Yes. Now let's start. Listen. First of all, revise, dear student, revise income tax for Gamila. Please help me. All of you guys have to help me. Okay. Now for Gamila, employment income is now 25,000. Dividend income is 75,000. So your total income is 25 and 75. Now be smart. Don't waste your time. 25 plus 75. You will take these two to the side working. So your ANI will be 100,000. Your net income will be 100,000. Your net income will be 100,000. But there is no gross gifted donations in this question, and there is no gross personal pension. So your ANI is also 100,000. Your ANI is also 100,000. And when your ANI is exactly 100,000, my dear student, so your personal allowance is 12570. If I'm not wrong, your personal allowance is 12570. Your personal allowance is 12570. Okay. Now, can anybody subtract this 25,000 less 12570? It will be 12430. Thank you. Thank you. And this is 75,000. Okay. Now let's start working. The capacity of first band is 37,700 and the second band is very big. Don't worry about it. Now, listen, students. We'll start with non-saving income. We'll start with non-saving. So you will pick this non-saving income 12430 and you will knock the door of first band. So obviously there is a big capacity of first band, but the income is low. So for 12430, you will multiply it by 20%. What is the amount, students? 2486. Thank you. Okay, 2486. Now, out of this 37,700, how much you use? 12430, you used it. So how much is left? 37,700 less. Yes, this is 25,270. Okay. Now let's come to the dividend income. Let's come to the dividend income. For dividend income, always do one thing. You know this. 2,000 times 0%, NRB. For dividend income, first of all, do NRB. And dividend income's NRB will be given irrespective of your tax status. Remember? So what I'll do, I'll write 2,000 times 0%, which is 0. And yes, my old dialogue, NRB always consumes your band. NRB always consumes your band. So yes, your band will be consumed. So this will be 23,270, right? And wait, let me write something here. Out of this 75,000 dividend income, we have computed tax on 2,000. So remaining dividend income is 73. Remaining dividend income is how much? 73,000. Okay. Now you will pick this 73,000 and you will knock the door of this remaining capacity. This remaining capacity. So 73,000 is a bigger amount and this 23,270 is a smaller amount. So you will consume, you will grab this remaining band. So 23,270 times 7.5%, right? 1745.25. 1745.25. Okay. Now this band's over. Now let's wait. 23,270. We have consumed. We have calculated more tax. How much income is left now? How much income? It's 49730. 49730 is left. And my dear student, you all know this 4930730. This 49730 will easily come in the second band. Okay. Second band has big capacity. So 49730 times 32.5%, my dear student. Come on, do it. 16162. 16162.25. What is the final ITL? Can anybody tell me what is the final income tax liability? 20393. Okay. So to be very honest, this is nothing. This is nothing. You have done it. You did it at the beginning of this course. This tax calculation is peanuts, piece of cake now. I'm sure you all did it. I'm sure. Okay, 20. Why you are saying 393? Somebody is saying 393. What is the answer? 2486 plus 1745.25 and 16162. Is this answer correct? What is the answer? 20393 is the answer. Why you guys are wasting my time? This is the answer. This is the answer. Okay. Now, right now we are at Gamila. Now Gamila is receiving salary. Gamila is receiving salary. So Gamila is employee and all employees in UK pay class 1 employee NIC. All employee in UK pay class 1 employee NIC, and class 1 employee NIC is calculated on cash salaries, right? So the cash salary is 25,000. Now, please tell me the rates. Let me show you the rates of class 1 employee NIC. Wait, these are the rate of class 1 employee NIC, and in the exam you will be given. In the exam, you will be given, see the rates you will be given in the exam, and you must know this. This is not my duty. So 0 to 9568, 0 to 9568. Now tell me, your employment income is 25,000. The first 9568, there is no tax. On this first 9568, there is no tax. So what you will do, 25,000 less 9568, 25,000 less 9568, the extra amount will come in the second man. The extra amount will come in the second man, and the rate of tax is 12%. Tell me how much? 1852, right? Round off, please. 1852. Class 1 employee NIC is 1852. Please don't act like kids. You have to give paper within 15 days. Okay. So now these things are very basic things. Now again, one more thing. As Gamila is the employee, so company is the employer. As Gamila is the employee, so company is the employer. Now company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. Company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. Now quickly check the rates. Quickly check the rates of class 1 employer NIC. See, 0 to 8840 nil, 0 to 8840 nil, and then 13.8%. 0 to 8840 nil. So out of this 25,000, 8840, there is no class 1 employer NIC, and on excess you will have to pay 13.8%. Quickly tell me the number. 2230. Okay, just that's it. So good news is that we have calculated some workings. We have done some workings, please, for you guys. Now come to the company. In the question, it was clearly written. Yes, very good question and a very good answer. Why I have not used the employment allowance for class 1 employer NIC? Why didn't I use the employment allowance of 4,000? Why didn't I use the employment allowance? Because you remember, when we were studying NICs, so if there is a company and the only company has only one employee, and that employee is the director, of that company, so in that case employment allowance is not available. Right? Okay, that employee is the director and only one employee, so there is no employment allowance. Now come to the company. In the question, if you guys want to take the picture of question, you may see. This is the question. See, this is the question. If you want to take the picture of this question, because I move the screen, you can take the picture, right? Now, it was written clearly in the question. That this 180,000 profit is before deducting director's remuneration. It was written clearly in the question that this 180,000 profit is before deducting director's remuneration. Okay. So now in this revised package, what is the salary? The salary of Gamila is 25,000, and yes, for company it's an allowed expense. For companies, this is an allowed expense. And one more thing, company also paid class 1 employer NIC, and this class 1 employer NIC is also an allowed expense for employer. You studied it. So what is the amount? 2230. Can anybody tell me what is the corporation? What is the profit after deducting these two? What is the profit? 152,770. Thank you. Okay, and this is the TTP. For companies, the tax rate is 19%. Quick apply it. 29026 or 36. Okay, 26. Thank you. 29026. Okay, so we have done right now two things. One, I've done everything for Gamila. I have done everything from corporation tax point of view. Only one guy is left. The Magnus husband. Magnus the husband. Next, now the husband Magnus received dividend income, and you know, dividends are not allowed expense. Dividends are not allowed expense at all. Dividends are not allowed expense at all. That's why for the company point of view, there is no allowed expense of dividend. Don't forget this. But yes, as Magnus received this dividend income, so for Magnus, this is a taxable income, okay? And this is the only income Magnus has, okay? So 25,000 is the dividend income. There is nothing is given, so this will be total income, and this is your ANI as well. This is the ANI of Magnus as well. So now when the ANI is just 25,000, that means less than 100,000. So the personal allowance will be 12570. Can anybody tell me the remaining income? 12430, okay? So this is the taxable income of Magnus, and which is totally dividend income. This is the taxable income of Magnus, which is totally. Now you have to calculate tax for Magnus, and it is pure dividend income. Whenever you calculate tax on dividends, always, my dear student, first 2000 is 0% NRV. So out of this 12430, you have calculated tax of 2000. The remaining 10430, definitely the tax rate is 7.5%. Can anybody tell me? 782. Thank you. So this is the ITL. This is the ITL of Magnus. 782. Yes. 782. Yes. Sorry. Just ignore the 0.25. Okay. Now the question is, does Magnus has to pay any class 1 employee NIC? No. For dividend income, there is no class 1 employee NIC. For dividend income, there is no class 1 employee NIC. This is full and final for Magnus. Okay. Now let me show you the full picture. These are all the taxes. These are all the taxes for Magnus. These are all the taxes for Magnus. These are all the taxes. Corporation tax point is very simple. For company's point of view, the salary is allowed expense. 25,000 was the salary. And from the company point of view, class 1 employer NIC is allowed expense. So these are 2 allowed expense. When you deduct these 2 allowed expense, the final profit is taxable profits. And there is no other income for company in this question. So this is final TTP. And you will simply multiply 19% on the TTP to get corporation tax. Now these are all the taxes. Let me highlight the new taxes. Let me highlight all new taxes. Listen, please. This ITL is relevant. This ITL is relevant. This class 1 employee NIC is relevant. This class 1 employer NIC is relevant. These all are. This corporation tax is relevant, and this husband's income tax is relevant. See, all these taxes to be borne by this family. This family is 1 unit. This family is 1 unit. So all these taxes to be borne by the family. All these taxes to be borne by the family. Okay. Now we'll compare the existing package with new package. Now we'll compare the existing package with new package. Wait, I'll calculate it. Don't worry. What was the existing package? 72422. Just take this number ready-made. I think there is some addition mistake, but don't worry about it. Take this number 72422 as it is. Don't worry about it. So in the existing package, the number was 72422. Okay. Now come to the what is the revised package? In the revised package, Jamila has to pay income tax of 20393.5. 20393.5. Class 1 employee NIC is 1852. Yes. Class 1 employer NIC is 2252. In corporation tax is 29026. And sorry, corporation taxes, wait, 29026. And what about the Magnus? Magnus amount is 782. Can anybody add these five numbers? 54283.5, 54283.5. Now you tell me that whether it is good or bad. It is good or bad. Tell me. Yes, the new package, the revised package is better. We are ultimately saving some taxes. We are ultimately saving some taxes through this planning. Can anybody tell me the difference of these two numbers, the final numbers? Can anybody tell me the difference of these two final numbers? How much tax? 18138.5. 18 how much? 18138.5. Okay, there will be a net tax saving of 18138.5 in the revised package. So this is now hope. Some people are saying the total is 54. How much is the total? This 54283, it's 54305. What is the total? Class 1, wait. 1852223. Oh, sorry. It's 2230. Sorry. This I copied it wrong. 2230. My mistake. Sorry. What is the total now? 54305. Sorry. 54. What is the total now? Still 54283.5. Okay. Is the final answer correct? 18138.5 is correct or not? Yes, thank you. Now, I would like to say one thing. You know, this is the area through which you can earn money. This is the area for which client will pay you good amount. Just think, calculating normal income tax, normal capital gain tax, it's a clerical job now. Even to be very honest, a software can calculate the tax. Yes, normal tax is calculated by a software. Yes, very easy. And software has a very good speed. But this thing is a special thing. This is a tax planning. Through this thing, you can save 18,000 pounds of your clients. So definitely now client will pay you a good amount. So this is the real life topic. To be very honest, this is the real life topic. Even when I was the student of tax, I loved this topic. Excellent topic. Sir, why you deduct class 1 employer NIC from corporation tax? Yes, because it's an allowed expense for employer. It is an allowed expense for employer. Whatever employer pays for employee, it's allowed expense. Very simple. So this was our first question. Let me move the screen for you. This was our first question. Let me show you the screen. See this. Don't worry, I'll send you the Excel solution of this question also. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'll send you. But right now I have made the effective slide, so it's easy. Not a big deal now. So before moving on to the next question, because we have to do 3 questions, we just did one. Did you understand 80% of this question? I'm not asking 100%. Did you understand 80% of this question? Please write on the chat box. I want to see. Okay. Now it's about shifting of your mind. You have to shift. It's about the revision of the course, to be very honest. Okay. So next question, you will see something about pensions as well. In the next question, you will see something about pensions as well. So don't worry about it. Yes, this question is right now present in your exam kit, Kioni. If you have your exam kit with you, you can open it. I think it's question number 101. It's question number 101. Kioni, you can keep your kit with you. It's your wish. Otherwise, it's visible on the screen as well. It's visible on the screen as well. Okay. Now don't waste your time. Let's start. You should assume that today's date is 1st of March 2022. Today's date is 1st of March 2022. Today's date is 1st of March 2022. Kioni is the managing director and 100% shareholder in Nikio Limited. Again, this lady is 100% shareholder. Not a new thing for you now. Nikio Limited has no other employees, so no more employment allowance, no more employment allowance. Forget about it. Now, for the year ended 5th April 2022, Nikio Limited tax adjusted trading profit after taking account of the directors. After, see the word. The word is now after. Okay. Directors remuneration and employers class 1 employer NIC is 100,000. See, this 100,000 is after deducting all expenses. So this 100,000 is in shortcut. In shortcut, this is your TTP. In shortcut, this is your TTP. Okay. For corporation tax purpose. Nikio Limited will pay Kioni a gross director remuneration of this and dividend of this. For the tax year 21-22, Kioni does not have any other income. Based on these figures, the tax and the NICs for Kioni Limited for the year ending 5th April 2022. Now the good news. This is your existing package. Something already done. Okay. And let me verify you one number. See why your corporation tax is 19,000. Tell me, can anybody tell me why your corporation tax is 19,000? Because see, your TTP is 100,000. Your TTP is 100,000. 100,000 times 19% is 19,000. Okay. So these are your existing taxes. These are your existing taxes already calculated correctly by the examiner. Okay. On the basis of above figures, which are given in the question. Okay. Now the next thing is Kioni is concerned that she has not been saving for her retirement. See, this is the problem. So she is therefore planning to make a gross pension contribution of 20,000 before 5th April 2022 during the tax year 21-22. In this fiscal year, she wants to contribute 20,000 in the pension gross. Keep this word in mind, gross. There is no such thing about net. Leave it. However, Kioni is unsure whether the pension contribution should be made by Nikio Limited or by her. So you have two options. As she is the employee of this company, so company can also contribute. Company's employer can also contribute for her, and she can do this by herself. Okay. So now there are two packages, and we have to solve 2 times. The first option. If the pension contribution is paid by Nikio Limited, means employer, the company will make a pension contribution of 20,000 in the company's pension scheme on Kenio's behalf. This is the first option. And I'm not reading the second option. You read it yourself. You read the second option yourself. Please. Now, I didn't read the second option. Okay, I'll read it separately. Now read the requirement. Now read the requirement, please. For each of the 2 alternative, excellent. For each of the 2 alternative of Kioni making a pension contribution of 20,000, company pension scheme or additional director remuneration, and then Kioni personally, see, these are the 2 packages. Calculate the revised figures for each of the 4 tax and NIC's figures already calculated for the year ended 5th April 2022. My dear student, you need to calculate all these four things. All these four things again with your mind. All these four things again with your mind. Okay. All these four things again. But right now I'm only solving the package number 1. Package number 2 is a different game. Package number 2 is a different game. Package number 1 is a piece of cake. Package number 1 is a piece of cake. Now listen, there are four things, student. There are four taxes. See, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have to discuss on all these fours. We have to discuss on all these four. First of all, look at here. Company is the employer, and this lady, Keone, is the employee. Okay, she is the employee, right? Now, if company is contributing in the pension scheme of employee, it's a benefit. Yes, it's a benefit for employee, but it's exempt benefit. Good news is this is exempt benefit. When this is exempt benefit, no extra income for company, no additional income on company. Company's employment income won't change. This individual's Keone's employment income won't change because this benefit is exempt benefit. So no change in the employment income of Keone, as this is exempt benefit. So the income tax will remain same. Income tax will remain same. One more thing. When there is no change in the employment income, so there will be no change in class 1 employee NIC and class 1 employer NIC. Think over it. There will be no change in class 1 employee NIC and class 1 employer NIC. Think for it deeply, please. No change. Sir, this is a benefit. This is a non-cash benefit. It's not a taxable benefit. So there is no class 1A NIC as well. There is no more class 1A NIC, no NICs on it. So these first three numbers will remain same, but yes, corporation tax. Whenever employer contributes in the pension scheme of employee, for employer, it's an allowed expense. So yes, we'll adjust the TTP. We will adjust the TTP by 20,000. We'll adjust the TTP by 20,000. We'll adjust the TTP by 20,000. Wait, let me show you the question. We'll adjust the TTP by 20,000. No change. I repeat, no change in income tax because no change in employment income. Definitely, this is exempt benefit. This pension contribution by employer in the account of employee is an exempt benefit for employee. And when this is exempt benefit for employee, there is no income tax. There is no additional income. And when there is no additional income, so why additional tax? No income tax, no additional income tax, same. And no more class 1 employee and employer NIC, nothing. Let me write this first solution. Let me write. ITL remains same as 30982. Sorry, 30982. This is your first comment. This is your first line. Very easy line. Also, no change in class 1 employee and class 1 employer NIC, because this is exempt benefit. As this benefit is exempt benefit, so definitely there will be no change. There is no change in salary. There is no change in salary. Use your brain. There is no change in salary. So why, when there is no change in salary, so why employee and employer NIC will change? No more changes. But yes, for company, this pension contribution is an allowed expense. For companies, this pension contribution is an allowed expense. So revised corporation tax liability will be, revised corporation tax liability will be, see, 100,000 was the existing profit minus a new allowed expense, minus a new allowed expense times 19%. Can anybody tell me the amount? Can anybody tell me the amount? 15,200. Yes, this is your revised corporation tax. You just did the first package. It's done. The first package is done. Thank you. Thank you. The first package is done. The first package is done. Now, my dear students, I'm sure this option was not that difficult. This option was not that difficult. Okay. I'm showing you the question again. Somebody's asking, but yes, now we are going towards the real part. Don't sleep. Please don't sleep. Oh, now this is the question you have. It is also in your kit. It's also in your kit. If you want to take the picture of the question, you can take it right now because I'll move it now. Do check the existing salaries. You have to help me. You guys have to help me because you have to give paper. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now let's read the second point. Let's read the second point. Second point, what they are saying. If the pension contribution is made by Keone personally, now employer is not contributing. Employer will first give some additional salary. See, Nicola Limited will pay her additional director's remuneration of 20,000. So now you have to increase. You have to increase the director remuneration. What was the existing salary? See, the existing salary was this. The existing salary was 47,500. Student, you can see this. So now company will pay more salary of 20,000. So what will be the revised salary? The revised salary will be 67,500. The revised salary will be 67,500. Don't sleep, please. And now Keone will then make a personal, see, this is not occupational, personal pension contribution of 20,000 gross. There is nothing as net. Thank God. Thank God. Now, first of all, personal pension contribution by employer is not an allowed, sorry, pension contribution by any individual. Personal pension contribution by any individual in his or her personal pension account, it's not an allowed expense from any P&L for tax purpose. It's not an allowed expense from any P&L for tax purpose. Yes, very good. We'll have to do band extension. We'll have to do ANI reduction. Yes, we have to do band extension and we have to do ANI reduction. Thank you. Good boys. Okay, now let's let's do this package. Let's do this package. But first of all, I'll start with the individual CUNY, right? For CUNY, now for CUNY, what's the working? The revised employment income will be 67,500. And what were the dividends? Can anybody tell me the dividends? Can anybody tell me the dividends? Can anybody tell me the dividends? The dividend is 68,000. Yes, dividend is 68,000. Okay, let's add. This will be 67,500 and this is 68,000. Now you will have some more tax calculation. Now add these two. You will go to the side working for ANI. 68 plus 67 is how much? 135,500. See, the side working is 135,500. Sorry. Okay. Now, in order to calculate ANI, you need to deduct two things. One is gross gifted. One is gross gifted, which is not in the question. One is gross gifted, which is not available in the question. But yes, there is a gross PPC of 20,000. There is a gross PPC of 20,000. My dear student, hope you remember this. So it will be 115. Your ANI is 115,500. Now, very interesting. One more working you have to do. As your ANI is between 100,000, your ANI is between 100,000 and 125,000 something. So you have to do reduction working. Hope you remember. You guys are no more kids. So now let's see how much excess is your ANI from the income limit. How much excess is your ANI from income limit? Income limit is 100,000. This is 15,500. This is called excess. And you will divide this excess by 2. So you will get 7750. Now wait, you will get 7750. Now your normal personal allowance is 12570. Your normal personal allowance is 12570. And now you will be deducting this excess from normal personal allowance. So how much is the available? 4820. 4820 is your final personal allowance. Don't forget this. 4820 is your final personal allowance, students. Okay, now we'll go to the main working, please. This is 4820. Can anybody tell me the taxable income? 62680. Thank you. 62680 and the 68,000. Now, my dear student, before we move on, we need to stretch the bands. We need to stretch the bands. Please be careful. Now, hope you remember. You have to check the amount of band extension. Your gross PPC is 20,000. And you know one thing, relevant earning. Your relevant earning is 67,500. Your relevant earning is 67,500. I'm using a word in Urdu. Remember, if in my classes I used to say mehnat ki kamai. So your employment income is 67,500 and your gross PP is 20,000. So the lower amount is 20,000. So this 20,000 is your TRC. And you need to extend the band with this 20,000. With this 20,000. Okay. So your revised band will be C. $57,700 is your revised band. And this will be 170,000. So how much is the difference? Can you tell me the capacity of second band? Is 112,300, right? The capacity of second band is always 112,300. Yes. Okay. So these are your revised bands. Okay. These are your revised bands, students. Now we can easily calculate tax. We can easily calculate tax. But let's do it. But before we calculate tax, I'm just for you guys. I'm just telling you one thing. You remember AI, adjusted income. You remember AI adjusted income. Although in this question there is no role of adjusted income. In adjusted income, you will write the net income, total net income. For adjusted income, this is your total net income. But there is no employer NIC in this question, and there is no there is no employer contribution in any pension scheme of employee, and there is no employee contribution in occupational pension. So in this question, your AI adjusted income will be around 135,500. Your adjusted income will be around 135,500. So as it is less than the limit, what was the limit? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me the adjusted income limit? 240,000. Yes. As it is less than 240,000, so your annual allowance will remain 40,000. Your annual allowance will remain 40,000. And in this question, you have annual allowance of 40,000. And just look at your TRCs, your TRC gross PPC is 20,000. So there will be no stepping out. There will be no return working. There will be no return working, no stepping out. Don't worry about it. Okay. Don't worry about that part. Thank God. There is nothing like that. So let's start the text. First of all, there is one non-saving income and the other one is dividend income. One is non-saving income and other one is dividend income. First of all, you will pick this non-saving income 62680, and your first band capacity is 57,700. 57,700. So obviously you will consume the full band. You will consume the full band. So times 20%, 57,700 times 20%. Can anybody tell me? 11540. Thank you. Now 62680 minus 57,700. Come on, tell me. 4980. Thank you. 4980 times 40%. 4980 times 40%. 1992. Thank you again. Now for dividend income, always there is first NRB, which is 2000 times 0%. And from 68,000, you just calculated 2000. So 66,000 times the second band is 32.5%. 66,000 times 32.5%. Come on, 21450. Tell me the ITL in this case. Tell me the ITL in this case. 34982. Thank you. 34982. Somebody is asking why you divided excess by 2. Because this is how we work it. If your ANI is in excess of income limit, so for every $2 excess, for every pound 2 excess, 1 pound reduction will be there. Every pound 2 excess, 1 pound reduction will be there. You guys did this in the starting of income tax computation. Income tax computation. I'm talking about the ANI. Somebody asked about ANI. Please watch those lectures of income tax computation. $240,000 is the limit of adjusted income. AI adjusted income. 240,000. I didn't use this. I didn't do that working in that question. In this question, just for your recalling, I just discussed it. Now listen. As Jamila is receiving more salary, previously not Jamila, Kioni, my bad. Kioni is receiving more salary now. So definitely you have to calculate class 1 employee NIC and class 1 employer NIC again. Class 1 employee NIC and class 1 employer NIC again with the revised number. Okay. Now wait. Class 1 employee NIC. You guys have to help me. Listen. Your salary is 67,500. Your salary is 67,500. 67,500, please. So these are the rates. For 9,568, it's 0%. Okay. Now wait. 67,500 minus 9,568. How much is left? 67,500 minus 9,568. How much is left? Please help me. 5,7,932. Now, can anybody tell me what is the capacity of this second band? What is the capacity of this second band? Can anybody tell me? What is the capacity of second band, please? No. Capacity. 50270 minus 9568. $40702. Yes, the capacity of second band is 40702. 40702 times 12%. Do it. Times 12%. Do it. And now finally, listen. It's 67,500 minus what was the last band? 50270 times 2%. Come on, tell me. What is the last number? $154. How much is the total class 1 employee NIC now? It's 344. Sorry, somebody told me wrong. 344 or 345. Okay, no issue. Tell me now, class 1. Okay, tell me the total amount of class 1 employee NIC now. This is class 1 employee NIC. Did you understand this? My dear student, did you understand this? Now, revised class 1 employer NIC according to the new salary. So see this, these are the rates. On the right hand side you have the rate. I have a question. Why you guys can't calculate these NICs using these rates? Wait, very simple question. With due respect, this is your salary. This is 67,500 is your salary, and these are the rates. You don't know how to apply these rates, then how will you give the paper? This is a genuine question. If you don't know how to calculate the basic tax calculation, then how will you give the paper? Just think over it. 67,500 is your salary. 67,500 is your salary. And these three are the bands of class 1 employee NIC. You have to calculate class 1 employee NIC. It's like tax calculation. Okay, now we are doing class 1 employer NIC. My dear student, this first band 8840, the capacity of this first band, the capacities of this first band is 8840. So what you will do, 67,500 less 8840 times 13.8%. 8095 is your revised class 1 employer NIC. 8095 is your revised class 1 employer NIC. Okay, To be very honest, these all things were routine, but now there is one thing which is slightly technical. And for that thing, you have to be very, very vigilant, very active, very active. Please, for the last thing, I need to calculate revised corporation tax. Wait, see my heading. Revised corporation tax liability, revised. Okay, revised corporation tax. Please, all of you, be with me. Be with me. Don't sleep. Put your efforts. Now, please see the question. See the question. Read this paragraph. Read this paragraph. See, for the year ended 5th April 22, Nikio Limited tax adjusted trading profit after. That means this 100,000 is calculated by deducting the existing salary and existing class 1 employer NIC. See, wait, this existing salary, this is the existing salary, and this is the existing class 1 employer NIC. See these two. This 100,000, student, please put your effort. This 100,000 TTP is calculated by deducting, deducting existing salary and existing class 1 employer NIC. So these two things are already deducted. This 47,500 and 5,335 is already deducted. So now you need to just deduct additional salary and additional class 1 employer NIC. You're not getting. My dear students, from this 100,000, this 47,500 is already deducted. This 5,335 is already deducted. Existing salary and existing class 1 employer NIC. So now if you want to go for revised corporation tax, you have to deduct additional things. Additional, not total, additional. And now come on, use your brain. Additional salary was 20,000. Additional salary was how much? Tell me. Additional salary was 20,000 and additional class 1 employer NIC. I will tell you the additional class 1 employer NIC. Look at here. Additional class 1 employer NIC. I will tell you. Wait, this is the existing. This is the revise. This is 8095 is the revise. So when you deduct 8095 minus existing was 5. How much was existing? 5. Existing was 5335. So this is additional 2760. This is your additional class 1 employer NIC. Yes, this is a technical thing, and yes, if you lose marks for this, this is okay. This is okay. This is a 10-mark question. 10-mark question. If you lose marks, 1 or 2 marks here, there is no issue. And yes, we all lose these marks. What's bad in it? Out of 10 marks, if you score 8 or 7, you are great. Passing marks is only 50%. And one more thing, you know, the feedback of students consider this question, this 10-mark question, as the most difficult in each and every attempt. Whenever they come out, they say this is the most difficult. So yes, out of that most difficult question, if you do 2 marks mistake, nothing, no problem at all. You can do mistakes. Okay. So given TTP was 100,000. Now less additional salary. How much was the additional salary? Additional salary was 20,000. Yes, salary is an allowed expense. And less additional class 1 employer NIC. This number, this number. Can you tell me revised TTP now? Revised TTP 77240. Revised TTP 77240 times tax rate is 19%. Come on, do it. Yes, that's the end of the question. It's done. It's done. It's done. There is no planning in this question. Okay, you don't need to comment, and you just have to calculate these things. That's it. I do agree. I do agree this last part was technical, but get ready to lose marks. Get ready to lose marks. Be happy to lose marks. If you lose 2 marks, no issue. Still you earned 8. If you lose 3, still you got 7. If you lose 4 marks, still 6 marks are there. More than enough. More than enough. It's a difficult question. It's a difficult question. For difficult question, keep a reserve of losing marks. Don't worry about it. Yes. Give charity. Somebody is saying give charity of your marks. Yes. That's a good thing. Give charity of your marks. At the end of the day, you need a pass. You just need a pass. Okay. So let me show you again all the workings. Wait. For this second part, these were the workings. Don't worry about it. We have time. We have time. We have time, please. Option number 1 is this. Somebody is asking. See, this is the option number 1. Okay, and this is the last part. This is the last part. Wait. Okay, so now one question is left. Student, one question is left. Now let's take a break. Let's take a 5 minutes break, and we'll be back after 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we'll join. Okay. Okay. So we are doing the last question now. We are doing the last question. I think this question is also available in your exam kit. This question is also available in your exam kit. You can check. The name of the question is Sophia Wong. Now let's start. Sophia Wong, please, you have to help me for some taxes now. For NICs, you have to calculate yourself now. Okay, this is the third question. Okay, Sophia Wong has been self-employed as a lawyer for many years. Sophia Wong has been self-employed as a lawyer for many years. For the year ended 5th April 2022, for the year ended 5th April 2022, Sophia has forecast her tax adjusted trading profit. Now, right now, she is individual sole trader, right? Self-employed, individual sole trader, self-employed, individual sole trader, self-employed. Okay. So trading profit is 80,000. Now, whenever this was the starting point of my lecture today. Whenever you are a sole trader, individual, and you are earning business income, trading income, so you normally pay 3 types of taxes. Number 1, income tax. Number 2, class 2 NIC, and number 3, class 4 NIC. So right now, the existing tax package, the existing total tax paid by this individual Sophia Wong is 23849. Okay, this is the existing package if she works as a sole trader individual, Now she will form the company. Now she will form the company in front of you. Now, Sophia understand that she could save tax and NICs if she instead traded as a limited company, and she is therefore considering incorporating her business on 6th April 2021. The forecast taxable total profits of the new liability company for the year ended 5th April 2022 are unchanged to be 80,000. Okay, this is before taking account of any director's remuneration. Any director's remuneration. Okay, this 80,000 is before. This is the profit of company now. Now, assuming that Sophia Wong incorporates her business on 6th April 21, advise her whether or not there will be an overall savings of tax and NICs for the tax year 21-22 if she withdraws all of the profits from the new company as number one. This is the first scenario. Don't look at the second one. The director's remuneration after allowing for class 1 employer NIC is 71371. Don't run fast. Don't run fast. Slow, slow, slow. Case number one. Let's look at here. In case number one, this is limited company. Limited company is employer. And now this girl, Sophia, became the director or employee. Directors are also employee of the company. Okay. So out of this 80,000 profit, she is withdrawing how much salary? 71371. 71371 is the salary. 71371 is the salary. Now wait. Look at here. Whenever company is the employer and you are the employee, so company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. Company has to pay class 1 employer NIC on your salary. Now please calculate the class 1 employer NIC on this salary. Now all of you please calculate class 1 employer NIC on this salary. So your salary is 71371, and hope you remember the band. Hope you remember, these are the bands. Wait, these are the bands. 8840. The first band is 8840. So 71371 less 8840. 71371 less 8840 times 13.8% is 8629. 8629. This is your class 1 employer NIC. This is your class 1 employer NIC. Now student, wait. This is your class 1 employer NIC. Now go very slow and basic. Company is paying two things. Company is paying two things for employee. Number one, salary, which is allowed expense. And number two, class 1 employer NIC. This is also allowed expense. Class 1 employer NIC is also allowed expense. You have studied. So can you deduct 8629? What number you are getting? What number you are getting after deducting 8629? Yes, 0. So this is called full profit extraction. This is called full profit extraction. You know, some students, they calculate class 1 employer NIC through balancing figure. Some students calculate class 1 employer NIC through balancing figure by writing 0 in the down, 0 in the bottom, and you get the balancing figure. But for you guys, I have calculated also. So see, this is full profit extraction. Full profit extraction means in the end, balance is 0. Zero balance in the company. Did you understand this point? Students, did you understand this point? That out of this 80,000 salary, 71371. And what? Yes, when you are giving salary to employee, that means this guy is your employee. So you have, company has to pay. Company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. Company has to pay class 1 employer NIC. And finally, after deducting these two, your profit is 0. That means you extracted complete profit. You extracted complete profit. One more thing, just a wrong thing. Listen, if somebody deducted 80,000 as a salary, if some stupid guy deducted 80,000 as a salary, then company has to pay class 1 employer NIC on that 80,000. So there will be a negative number. There will be a negative number, and obviously company only has this 80,000 cash. Company only has this 80,000 cash. Then how will company will pay the remaining deficit? Just think, how will the company pay the remaining deficit? One innocent guy is asking, what about class 1 employee NIC? That is to be borne by employee. Forget it. That is to be borne by employee. Employee section is different. I'll tell you the employee thing. One guy is asking, is it not possible to get lost? No, because see, if she withdraws all of the profits, see the question, all of the profits, just we have to withdraw complete profit. Complete profit withdrawal means the balance left will be 0. Okay, now let's start with this case. In this case, the salary is 71371. In this case, the salary is 71371. Now, as this is the salary, so it's an employment income for Sophia Wong. Let's do it. 71, how much? It's 71371. Let's do it. All of you, please active. This is the last question just for the motivation, please. 71371. This is your salary. Now there is no other income, so this will be your total income. This will be your ANI, and as your ANI is less than 100,000, so your personal allowance will be 12570. Come on, tell me your tax. 58801 is your taxable income. Now there is no band extension in this question, my dear student. There is no band extension. So your first band is 37,700 and the second band is 112,300. Okay, hope you remember this. So out of this 58,801, you just pick this 58,801 and you knock it on the first band. So you will completely consume the first band, 37,700 times 20%. Please do it. $7,540. Now 58801 less 37,700. 58801 less 37,700. 21101 times 40%. 8440. What is the total tax? Income tax? 15. How much? 15980. Come on, this is the income tax. This is the income tax. Okay, this is the income tax. Now, as this lady Sophia is receiving the salary and she is the employee right now, she is the employee. So employee has to pay employment income. Employee has to pay employment income. Hope you remember. Sorry, employee has to pay class 1 employee NIC. My bad. All employee has to pay class 1 employee NIC. And class 1 employee NIC is calculated on cash, salary, bonus, and mileage allowance over 45 pence. So in this question, only salary is given. Okay. Now, do you know the rates? Do you know the rates of class 1 employee NIC? I'm sure you don't know. I'm sure you don't know. Okay. It will be given in your exam. These NIC's rate will be given in your exam, but still you have to see the rates and calculate. That's your duty. That's not my duty. See, this is the rates: 9568, 9568, and 50270. For first 9568 at 0%, then you have 50270 minus 9568. Tell me, what is the amount of second thing? 50270 minus 9568. Tell me. 4884. And now the last 71. How much was the salary? 71371 minus 50270 times 2%. How much? What is the total NIC? 5306. And those who don't understand this calculation, they should download a new game, ping pong. Now, this is my advice for them. Seriously, if you guys don't know how to calculate normal NIC using the rates, better download some games, basic games of kids. Sorry. I know these are last days, tension days, tension days. But to be very honest, this is basic NIC calculation. This is not even planning. This is basic NIC. When I was teaching you in normal class, I taught you some additional NICs, extra NICs. Now, my dear student, class 1 employer NIC, I already calculated for you. Class 1 employer NIC, I just calculated it for you, 8629. 8629, this I already calculated already, 8629. This I have already done. Class 1 employer NIC, I just did for you. See, evidence. This is class 1 employer NIC. I did it for you. Okay. Now you tell me, in this case, you don't need, your TTP is 0. See, 80, see this, 80,000 profit less salary. Salary is an allowed expense. Class 1 employer NIC is also allowed expense. So the balancing figure TTP is 0. Your TTP is 0 in this first case. So that means no corporation tax. That means no more corporation tax. Okay. In this first case, there is no corporation tax. So let's calculate the total numbers. Wait, income tax in this first case is 15980. Class 1 employee NIC is 5306, obviously. Class 1 employer NIC is 8629 and corporation tax is 0. So what is the total amount? 29915. 29915 is the total amount in this case. 29915 is the total amount in this case. Now, if you have your exam kit, open your exam kit. If you have your exam kit, open your exam kit and see the question. Compare it with the existing package. 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 This planning is not beneficial. This planning is not beneficial. Yes. Now let me move see the question. The original deal, the original amount was 23849C. The existing package of tax was 23849. And in this package, in the first package, the answer is 29915. So this first planning is not beneficial and not recommended. This first planning is not beneficial and not recommended. Did you understand? Please write in the chat box. If you understand this first part, please write in the chat box, please. Please write in the chat box. Okay, now relax. Let's see the second case and little bit accounting, you know, little bit of accounting knowledge. Second case. Now, the profits, the total profits of the company was 80,000. Now he will withdraw, he won't withdraw salary. Now in the second case, he won't withdraw salary, he will withdraw dividends. After allowing for corporation tax, dividend will be 64,800. See, this is the favor of examiner for you guys. This is the favor of examiner for you guys. Sir, the profit is 80,000. Why can't we withdraw 80? Sir, there is a question of innocent student. There is a question of innocent student. Sir, when the profit is 80,000, why can't we withdraw complete profit? Because my innocent student, first of all, you have to pay corporation tax and then you can withdraw profit after tax. Profit after tax, after tax. In your accounting, you have studied, you can Please send the WhatsApp link. If somebody has the WhatsApp link, please send. Yes, we have sent. Listen, my dear student, I agree. We have 80,000 profit, but we can't withdraw complete profit. First, we have to pay corporation tax and then we withdraw profit after tax. So that's why I'll prove it. I will prove this number 64,800. Okay, look at here. In the second case, now we are withdrawing dividends. First of all, in case of dividend, dividend is not an allowed expense at all. In case of dividend, dividend is not an allowed expense at all. So your 80,000 is your TTP. Now in this second case, your 80,000 is your TTP. So times 19%, 80,000 times 19% is how much? You have to pay 15,200 tax. Now 80,000 less 15,200, it's 64,800 you can take out as a dividend. 64,800 you can take out as a dividend. Complete, see, add these two numbers, 64,800 plus 15,200, total amount of the company has been withdrawn. Complete profit and complete cash is withdrawn. Okay. Now this dividend, Sophia is receiving is a dividend, is a taxable income. Yes. Now the dividend which Sophia is receiving is a taxable income. Now let's calculate income tax for Sophia. Okay, start. This 64,800, there is no other income. So this will be total income and this will be your ANI. And as your ANI is less than 100,000, so your personal allowance will be. Can anybody tell me the balance? 52230. Thank you. Now wait. Your first band capacity is 37,700. Second band capacity is, I think, how much? 112,300. This is okay. Now for dividend, first 2,000 is always 0%. And out of 37,700, 2,000 we have calculated. So remaining 35,700, this will be 7.5%. Do it. Remaining 35,700, it's 7.5%. Well, tell me. 2678. Now wait. Your total taxable income was 52230. From 52230, can you deduct this 37,700? 52230 less 37,700. Can anybody do it? 14530. Thank you. Times 32.5%. 1422. No. Can you tell me the last tax? 4722. Okay. What is the total income tax in this case? 7,400 is your total income tax. Income tax. See, this is 7,400 is your total income tax. Okay. Now good news. Easy working. Easy working. In this case, there is no class 1 employee NIC and class, because now Sophia Wong in this case is no more employee. So that means company is no longer employer. So there is no class 1 employee NIC. There is no class 1 employer NIC. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. So whatever you have to pay in this case. In the second pay package, you have to pay corporation tax of 15,200, income tax of 7,400, and there is no NIC. There is no NIC. How much is the total? How much is the total? 22,600. Yes, this package is even better than the first original package. This package is comparatively better than the package given in the question. This package is comparatively better than the package given in the question. Can you see the question? Can you see the question? In the question, the package was 23849. See, this is the package. So 23849, original 23849 was the original package. Can you take the difference of these two? Can anybody take the difference of 23849 minus 22,600? Yes, you can say 1249, and that's the end of the question. That's the end of the question. Second package is beneficial, and by using the second package, you can save some additional tax of 1249. Did you understand the question? Please comment. Please comment on the chat box. Did you understand the full question? Okay, now just for your motivation, let me tell you one story for your motivation. This is the real story of 2014. This is the real story of 2014. When there were no online classes, and we teachers used to conduct crash courses, physical crash courses, in 5 days or 6 days or sometimes 7 days, 7 days, 7 hours per day, 7 days, 6 hours per day. Sometime we used to teach complete course. Yes, I told you this. I told this story in previous webinar. Yes, but now there are new students. That's why I want to repeat this story. This is a motivational story. That's why. So we used to have 7 days, 6 hours per day, like 42 hours or sometimes 50 hours crash course. So I still remember it was December 2014 attempt. And I started my crash course like on 17th or 18th November, 1 month before the exam, and almost half month already passed. So one new guy entered in my class and he said, I'm from BBA background, and I got some 4 to 5 exemption in ACCA. And today is my first day of taxation. Today I'm first time studying taxation. And I want to give paper after 20 days, like on 16 November or 18 November, you have 25 days, max 20 days. So he said, sir, do you think I can clear the paper? You know what I said? I said, okay, take my first class. And if you understand, then we can decide. So at the end of the first class, I took his feedback. He said, yes, I understood everything. So I said, okay, now buy the exam kit and start studying. To be very honest, that guy bought the exam kit on 18th of November or so. He took the crash course and he appeared in the December attempt and he cleared that paper in just 20 days, fresh student. And when he cleared the paper, he posted this on Facebook that I just cleared in 20 days. So, I just shared his post. At that time, I shared his post. See, I shared with motivation that in 20 days, my student cleared it. And then he reshared my post. By this status. Happiness is when your teacher shares your post. And this guy is still in contact with me. Yesterday I contacted this guy, works in Daraz. Have you heard about Daraz? He's still working on a senior post on Daraz, and he helps me injecting some of my students in Daraz, or professionally he guides me how to get in Daraz. So just think, in 20 days, when that guy can clear, why can't you? And he was a fresh guy. You guys studied almost 4 months or 5 months or 3 months, and now you are doing revision days, you are reading examiner report, you have all the resources. At that time, there were no resources like online lectures, recorded lectures, nothing. But now you have all lectures. You can revise each and everything now, even all classes. So if you have courage, if you have a destination, if you have a proper commitment, you can easily clear this paper. And I want 50 marks. 50 marks is more than enough. We don't want 80, 90, 87, 70. Leave it. 50. I am happy with 50 marks. Okay, so stay in touch. I'll send you more classes and I'll announce further things on the WhatsApp group, right? I have some revision days already recorded as well. I'll send you guys. So stay in touch and thank you for attending the class. Allah Hafiz. Thank you. Bye-bye.